The Atlantis update is, oh my god, it's absolutely insane looking. Now, listen, how to get into Atlantis and the Kraken and everything that we're going to be revealing in this video is going to be absolutely insane, dude. So if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll post notification, ring the bell, make it go ding. And welcome to a new fish video. I hope all you guys are doing terrific today. The Atlantis update is the big anticipated update that we've all been waiting for. And now, finally, with what we have received from the devs today, we are not only going to be surprised because, like, I'm going to be deep diving into it with you guys as well. So, as you guys know, the Atlantis update is actually almost here. By the time you're watching this video, it might be here in just a couple hours. Who knows? As we got on the countdown of me recording this, this is like almost 3 days. But like I said, whenever you guys watch this video, it might be getting closer and closer to the Atlantis update dropping, which we're going to have tips, tricks, tutorials on every single detail of this update. And that's why we're already starting to cover this update and what we know so far so we can get a head start into knowing what to expect, how to reveal everything, and unlock everything, including the new Kraken, potentially. Yeah, it's crazy. So, right away, guys, we have new NPCs that kind of just, like, talk about, we've known this, right? The NPCs are here. They have popped up in the last update, and they're just kind of like, whoa, you know, the Earth, and we should love the Earth, and stuff like that. And then we got some secret messages on these islands, which basically wasn't telling about a giant sea beast that was going to be making an appearance, and we might have got our first look at that giant sea beast in this leak. I'm not kidding, guys. So, on top of that, we got the Atlantean Storm update, which allowed us to get a new best area, which was stupendously fun. And, yeah, we got to do a little... But you guys got to keep in mind, the reason why I'm talking about this before we dive into the full leak is because it's essential. Now, in this Atlantean Storm last update that we got and completed the mission, the Atlantean Storm mission, we received Kraken tentacles. So if we go to our equipment bag here and we go all the way down, where would they be? Where would they be? I want to make sure I don't skip them here. Kraken tentacles, which I have 12 of, because if you put in the code like sorry guys or something, it gives you like two more bait, and then you get 10 for completing the mission. So Kraken tentacles we have, and this was kind of like a foreshadow that there might be something related to a Kraken coming in the next update, and now we get to see that revealed. So what we're going to do in this video, we're actually going to go over and actually look at the video. So let's do it. Now, right here, no, we don't want to skip to that. Right here, we want to actually go by this video little by little and just reveal everything, right? So right here, let's actually kind of lower the audio on this because it's just some music. So right here, we see this island here. It has like a sign over here too. Now, let's actually break down that first part right here. If you look, there's a statue here. There's a statue of this guy. Now, this guy's going to be reoccurring, right? This is all going to be like part of the quest line and everything that we're revealing and going through the ruins of Atlantis. So, we see this right here, and this is kind of going to be surfacing and making it... I should note this. New rod. Yeah, there's a new rod. So this guy has in his possession a new ultimate Atlantis rod. Now, I wasn't sure if they were going to implement the Trident rod or have the Trident rod kind of coinciding with this update. So I was like, dude, I got to make sure I got the Trident rod just in case. And I'm most definitely assuming the Trident rod is going to play some type of role in this new update as well. So make sure you get the Trident rod. We got a full guide up on that. But if you look here, this is a new rod. So this rod looks absolutely insane, and this confirms a new rod. It looks like there's a snake wrapped around it here. Like, so definitely a new rod confirmation. So that's a new rod already. So we already got a new rod confirmation, right, from this guy. So that's told us a lot, actually. And this is going to kind of be like the starting hub, I guess. And this is going to be as you're entering into the Atlantis. Now, if we look at this rod here, this rod looks different than the one we previously looked at, right? So that's already confirming two different rods, potentially, that these guys have. So that's confirming two different rods already. And this is another statue, right? And this looks like it's going to be the entrance. So when we go under the water, now there's some trees and stuff here, or some type of algae, maybe. I don't know. It looks like kind of like a tree still, right? So either way, though, this looks like the entrance to the Atlantis temple. So that's what we can kind of expect. We see lightning bolts here, so, you know, that's interesting. And that looks like another unique rod, so that's going to be two rods. Then if we come here, that is the rod that we first seen, right? This is the same rod that we've seen at the beginning. And he's almost like using this as like a spear or something. So could this be like a spear type rod, like a rod that's also like a spear that we use and we see like an implementation like we've never seen before? Also, I want to point out, this is the top of the trident rod right here with these lights. If you look at these lights, that looks like the top of a trident. So that's interesting how all this is kind of coinciding. And yeah, but honestly, this looks like this but it's like a different part. So it looks like these statues are scattered throughout the temple in various ways. We see lots of crystals and stuff, so there's probably going to be new fish like we never imagined before. So yeah, 2 new rods we can kind of confirm from what we just seen there, right? So if we keep going though, then we have really inside the temple here. This looks like a place that we're going to be inside. There's going to be various different fishing spots. I'm sure there's going to be puzzles and ways to unlock these new rods as well, which is going to be really interesting to see how that goes. So yeah, this place looks super interesting and of importance. Obviously, it looks like it's going to be a very important location. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This looks like a segue, a part of the cave. There's something connecting this over here. We see a bluefin tuna abundance, but we see something over there too, which I can't really make out. Maybe some of you guys in the comments can make out what that is exactly, but we see it kind of pointing and connecting there, actually, as if it's like telling us to go there for something, which is interesting. It looks like we'll be walking alongside here, but honestly, this all looks like it's underwater. So are we gonna get like different gear that allows us to breathe underwater for a longer amount of time, or are we gonna kind of be navigating with our oxygen gear just through the temple and everything? Is this full thing going to be completely underwater, other than like this looks completely underwater, right? So maybe this area won't be completely underwater, but I honestly feel like all this is gonna be underwater, guys. Like, something just tells me we're gonna be underwater for a long time with this. Now we have another part here. Now, while this place does not look like it's underwater, and here's why. So I feel like there's going to be segments where we have to dive in, swim, and then come back out, right? And this is one of those because obviously there's fire here. So this is like a segment of the cave or a part of the Atlantis area where we're not going to be underwater. This looks like it's kind of like an area. It's got an anchor here. So this anchor could be signifying something as well with these crystals. It looks like something could be done here, maybe where one of the new rods is presented to you. It's really hard to say, but this area definitely looks cool as well and could be holding a lot of interesting things. So then if we get towards the end here, guys, we see what appears to be a kraken. In this video, there's like a scary sound that plays, right? And honestly, if we brighten this up, it looks like a creature of some sort, but I'm not sure. It looks like it has 1, 2, maybe 3 eyes down here at the bottom that's slightly cut off. There's some spikes, it looks like. So it looks like it's a den of some type of sea creature that is lurking, that is waiting to be to come out and attack. Now, while it might not directly be the Kraken, it could be something even more intense beyond the Kraken. But honestly, what could be more intense than the Kraken, right? So I don't know. But this one is there, and then that is the leak in all of its entirety, guys. So definitely a lot to take in there. And honestly, where do we go from here? Well, in 2 days, we'll get to find out. So we'll keep you guys updated with everything and everything in between. And with that aside, love you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one.